Good morning. It's a beautiful day, Mzansi. Remember, we are the people. We are the passion, and moreover, we are the game changers. Welcome to the Game Changers podcast. I'm your host, Mohabi Mkereta, popularly known as the Prof. And I'm not alone. I'm with Zizo. Zizo.
Yeah, Prof, how's it?
I'm good,
Aye,
man. I'm
100,
good. I'm good.
100.
How have you been, man?
Man, I've been good. I've been good. But today it's a bit chilly day, and we are doing an outside shoot. So,
Yeah.
I'm a bit cold.
Yeah, I can see you, but really relaxed doing so. Check out mic hand, obey mic hand, right.
I'm relaxed.
Ne.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
so
relaxed.
so be on mic in the right position.
Yes, I.
Yes. Yeah. So it's been a year. It's been a year since we pushed the podcast. Since we aired into a YouTube channel, and since the Game Changers have supported us. And what can you make of the journey that the Game Changers have had, and what is the message that you want to convey to the youth in terms of the journey that we had? And for those people who want to start something, what can you say to those people?
Firstly, how many followers do we have?
Subscriptions we have 143 or 5 somewhere. Yeah. 143 or 145.
Honestly speaking, I thought by this time we would have reached quite a lot more.
Yeah.
But for us as an entity,
Yes.
or an organization, it's quite an achievement, because most of the organization, they don't last for this long. So for us as an organization, it's an achievement, and I'm proud of everyone. I'm proud of the game changers out there who've been following us, who
Yeah.
have been pushing us from day one till now.
Yeah.
Then I'm also proud of the crew from the sound department, camera, everyone who is involved, co-host of the show, everyone who is involved in the show.
Yeah.
I'm quite proud, because this is the team that started this from scratch.
Yeah,
Then
absolutely.
then we've been getting people along the way.
Yeah.
When we are going, people who saw the potential of the
Yeah.
podcast, which it was somehow what we possessed out
Envisaged, yeah.
there. Yeah, what we
Yeah.
possessed out there. Okay, this is the podcast. This is the aims of the podcast.
Yeah.
So I think we have achieved that. People saw the podcast. People are aware of the podcast. People are getting the messages that we've been trying to send out there. So
Yeah.
it's quite an achievement. We have achieved what we were not looking at the numbers.
Yeah.
But we have achieved what we were trying to convey out there.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy of what we have achieved so far, and I wish that we can still be compatible, still try to showcase what we are trying to convey out there from everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Please like us on Facebook, The Game Changers Evolution, or the GC Podcast. Please subscribe on YouTube channel, the GC Podcast or the Game Changers Evolution. Please follow us on Instagram, the GC Podcast or the Game Changers Evolution. Please follow us on TikTok, the GC Podcast or the Game Changers Evolution. You'll find us there. So each and every year there's a hype about June16. We get these messages conveyed. Politicians make promises, especially that now that we are heading to 2024 elections, national elections. What was different about this year? Because I saw when some of the politicians using the state resources, conveying it as the part of their campaign of their political parties. So, but maybe this is just my interpretation. Maybe I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on that? Because the Premier of Gauteng released this of the thing there, NASiSPANI, and said enough about the speeches and enough about the political lecturers. We'll see them next time. But this year it has to be something that has to empower youth, which he promised to at least open up for vacant positions for the youth to be able to fill in terms of decreasing the high unemployment numbers. So I don't know what's your take on that.
First of all, I'm proud of Mr. Panyaza Lesufi.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
I even sent him a message on Twitter.
Yeah.
Telling him how proud I am.
Yeah.
Because in South Africa, ne, we can put all the premiers out there, all nine premiers.
Yeah.
Ne, and put everyone who is working at the head of the parliament.
Yeah.
Ne, there's no one who is visible and working as Panyaza Lesufi.
Kana, who is the predecessor of Panyaza Lesufi?
I don't know. I don't know who is.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Who came before Panyaza Lesufi? You don't know. You don't know your premier, your previous premier.
You know, guys. What I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying Panyaza is very visible.
Visible, yeah.
The last premier of Gauteng.
Yeah.
That I knew.
Yeah.
I think I was still in primary or high school. Kind of who's that guy? His name
Venda guy.
No. Like it's the unique name.
Bazimashilo.
Yes. Yeah. Bazimashilo. Yeah. So Bazimashilo was also working.
Was visible.
That's why when we spoke about Panyaza, the first thing that I've mentioned is visibility. He's visible, he's out there. And when you go to football, Panyaza is there. You go to politics, Panyaza is there.
And I went to Orlando Pirates versus Sikukuni final in the Nedbank, and from our ticket we were able to ride Gautrain for free, taking you from Park Station in Johannesburg to Hatfield.
You get me?
So yeah,
like he's all over. Even Bafana games. I think now the attendance of the last game was Bafana.
Was much improved.
Against Morocco.
Morocco.
One of the reasons why the game had so much attendance. Panyaza was there. Panyaza was pushing. Panyaza was marketing the game. He was. When you follow him on Twitter, you will see what I'm talking about. He was there. He's there all the time. Everything that is happening in Gauteng, Diamond is there.
So you say you don't know anything about his predecessor, David Makura.
I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie.
What do you think about him, David Makura?
Okay, let's start back.
Okay.
Who is David Makura? Let's start it there.
He's your former premier in Gauteng.
But I don't know anything about him. That's why I'm not saying if you are not visible, then I won't know anything about you.
Yeah.
You understand? So the reason why we know Bazima, although we were taught in school about all these things, but he was there, he was visible, he was all over South Africa, Gauteng. He was going to school, so although he was a premier, but he made sure that he goes to schools and all that. So he was visible.
And when you speak like this or when you talk like this, I'm also thinking when he was an MEC of education, Gauteng education. He introduced the online registration for grade 1s and grade 8 students.
You see that those are the people that are trying to evolve or go with the evolution of the world. Understand, and introduce it in South Africa, because the world is evolving, and with the introduction of fourth industrial revolution, the technology and whatsoever. We also need to evolve. If you can check, let's go to TV. For example, we had. This is one of the things that I've witnessed during the week. We had comedy shows.
Yes.
The sitcoms. You go to June16, those ones still most of the time they rata Mondays, 8:30.
Yeah, that are played by SABC Encore
Yeah,
today.
that are played by SABC Encore now.
Yeah.
If you check the quality
Yeah.
of
Those, yeah.
those and compare it to what is playing in Mzansi Magic, compared, for example, compared to Shaka Ilembe,
Yeah.
is totally different. Or compare Shaka Ilembe and compare it to can again stories about Dr. Khodzong Khatho. Mupeme,
yeah.
Compared to Mupeme,
Yeah.
the quality is different, the sound is different, everything is different.
Yeah.
You understand? So that shows how everything is evolving.
Yeah, we can even compare SABC One before 2010 and post
And now
2010 in
and
terms of
now.
live streaming of football, sports channel.
Yeah, you see that shows how everything is improving. So people who are introducing these kind of things to us, then I think they are making life simpler. Life is going digital.
Yeah.
Everything is going to happen digital. So it's fine if they introduce these things now so that we can learn them.
Yeah.
And we know post our generation, then the upcoming generation is already they are familiar with everything.
Yeah, and pardon me for asking so many questions, but getting back to the initial question, Ore, what did you think about this year's approach in terms of lessening, especially here in Gauteng, lessening the political lecture and lessening the historical lecture in terms of commemoration of those people who managed to fight for either freedom or to fight for either of the cause in terms of deleting the apartheid regime, and saying this year's approach, it's all about it's focused on the youth and the issues that are impacting youth immediately, which is one of them is the on top of the priority list is the youth unemployment. So what do you think about this year's approach?
I didn't finish.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah.
But going back there, ne, I think I like what they did.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
The same way.
Yeah.
And there's no improvement
Yeah.
in terms of the employment and the youth unemployment rate. Yeah. So it's quite an achievement on what they did. I think let's put the politics aside. Let's put parties aside.
Yeah.
Ne? But we must focus on reality. We have high unemployment rate.
Yeah.
And I think whatever the mandate that they have about all this, but they're working on what we've been crying about, the high unemployment rate.
Yeah.
So I think their approach is going to help us also as the youth. Even if they are campaigning, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. But at
long
least people will be employed at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So that's what we need. That's what we want.
And I saw in most of the posts that were published to be available, most of them were not these ones that we are used to, which are statistical. The ones that are part-time.
Yeah.
Most of them were permanent, full-time employment.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Even if they reach the mandate or that they have, at the end of the day, people will be permanently employed, and you are employed by the government. So we know once you work for the government, there are high possibility of the chances that you are going to work there forever. It's not easy that you clinic or wherever the government institutions unless maybe but now through this program, I think o tla itebela mo.
Yeah.
O tla itebela.
And before then, and I saw this kind of because
My green beans.
green beans, Panyaza and stuff like
My
that.
green beans.
Do you know anyone who's close by who?
Man,
who
I know many people.
Yeah.
I know many people who are employed.
Yeah.
I can count more than 10
Yeah.
of people who are employed and people who have not been working for quite a long time.
So you can mention 5.
I can mention 5. I'm on five in I can mention more.
Yeah.
There's this lady, Makoto.
Oh yeah.
She's working there.
Yeah.
Mosadi wa Tebo.
Oh, I've been seeing them, but for when the transport comes to collect them early in the morning.
Yeah.
Most of the times I meet them at the corner.
Yeah.
Waiting for the transportation.
Mosadi wa Tebo is also working there.
Yeah.
Mosadi wa Cliff is working there.
Yeah.
Her twin,
Yes.
they are working there. Mosadi wa Walker is working there.
Women empowerment.
Yeah, Mosadi wa Walker is working there. Le ngwana habo,
Yeah.
they are working there. But be ke suka ke ba bona hangata ke Majida.
Yeah.
But like ladies see okay, ke bone batho ba pae, ke
And I
bone
think
batho ba pae.
Stoke
is also there, yeah.
Yeah.
Stoke is also there. So
Yeah.
you see, there are quite a number of people that I know personally.
So it's encouraging that at least people
Exactly.
who are close by, they are getting that. So
Exactly.
it's not a fluke.
It's not a fluke. The people are working. I saw them Bente roadblock.
Oh, yeah, man.
Bente
Ba betsa
roadblock.
mpamedi.
Mona sa re feta jwang. Tlamehile go kopana le bona brick. Nne mona the way are taking these people barricksang the drugs.
Drugs,
Yeah, these people barricksang the drugs. Go tuile ba kenetse ba bang ba sebetsa ka bona. So they are working. They are working so far.
But someone from the podcast is arguing differently that this thing, especially that was released for NASiSPANI by the Premier of Gauteng,
Yeah.
it's just a fluke because he's complaining about the website not being working properly. And have you tried it?
Oh, this new one.
Yeah.
You know what's happening?
Yeah.
We forget something. Even though we are trying to improve technology, we
Yeah.
are still in South Africa.
Yeah.
Wabo, we cannot access website really 30 million
Yeah.
and expect or sebetse.
Yeah.
Obviously it will be overloaded. How it will sebetsa.
So it means even people outside Gauteng are still trying their luck.
They are still trying their luck.
Yeah.
Everyone is trying their luck.
Yeah.
The crisis of unemployment is not Gauteng's crisis.
Yeah.
All over South Africa.
Yeah.
Then remember, Gauteng is overpopulated.
Yeah, exactly.
Gauteng
Absolutely.
is overpopulated. So imagine how many people who want or who have applied for that job.
And most of the people who are in this site, they have 2 homes, if not more.
Yes.
It means one home from Gauteng and another home from original province.
Yeah,
where he
let's
comes
say motho o tla Limpopo.
Yeah.
O tla Gauteng a tlo
Yeah.
kena school.
Yeah.
Wabo. I feel like I'm on an asa Limpopo. I mean, life is different.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
life is very, very different.
Yeah.
So you come to Gauteng, obana mabona, obana stock, like obana shit.
Yeah.
I can't go back home. So that's why Gauteng is overpopulated. Not only in Limpopo. I mean, you go to Free State. Mpumalanga, people are coming this side, but although Mpumalanga, vice versa, we are
Yeah.
going to Mpumalanga, they are coming this side. But I can assure you, number Mpumalanga has
less
only
than
number
the one that is-
etlang
yeah,
Gauteng.
coming, yeah.
Well, KZN, they are coming here.
Yeah.
Like everyone is coming here. Because
So 8 provinces are coming to one province
and the smallest,
Yeah.
the smallest.
Yeah.
So Gauteng is overpopulated. So if we say we open jobs, although we are grateful,
Yeah.
I'm grateful and
Yeah.
I appreciate what Mr. Panyaza is trying to do,
Yeah.
or the government is trying to do.
Yeah.
But we say 6,000 people.
Yeah.
Then we forget about our population. Wabo, as a province. Wabo. So if we count the population plus other people who are coming from other provinces.
Yeah.
Wabo ke na le hope ya gore ke dula ntho Blom.
Yeah.
Wabo ke na le relative Gauteng. I apply.
Yeah.
I use all the information ya mo relative ya ka dulang teng.
Yeah.
Then once bang approve ke a tsamaya ke lo
Relocate, yeah.
ke a relocate.
Means the number increase
The
again.
number increase
Yeah.
again. So if we say 6,000 people,
Yeah.
then re na le youth e kae in South Africa?
Yeah.
What is the ratio? We talk about 6,000 tse kae tse loreng ha di a thola SPAN.
So, do you think we have enough leadership that is almost similar to the style of Mr. Lesufi? Do you think we have enough that kind of a leadership, or we are still lacking that, based on the situation that our country is in? Because I believe maybe if we had enough, it's on two scenarios. It's either we don't utilize such people and focus on deploying people based on favors that you made an agreement with outside the government space, or number two, we just don't have such a leadership.
I won't say we have enough.
Yeah.
Ne, but there are individuals
Yeah.
who have been trying to push this.
Yeah.
I think Sello is there. Sello has been trying to push the mandate, although the Naxadzebo wa campaign nakapajwa.
Yeah.
Sometimes on a long gaga. Nene push it into the shop. We understand how man Sello is there.
He's talking about Julius Malema, so don't discuss. Don't mind the name Sello. Yeah.
He's there. Then happy. I think his problem is that everything when is personal.
Yeah.
Like everything
Yeah.
like a personal fight. So I think that's his problem. And also but to be looking, they are working together there. But to be looking back to the high positions, Bobo, Shivambu, Wabo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think banally the same mentality, and they're trying to push that. We are seeing or bazamo push the unemployment, especially youth, land, they are trying to get us there. So I wonder if he could get more power. What's going to happen? Is he still going to be the same person? Or we're gonna have the same problem again?
Yeah.
Okay, we have this person is in power now, Osara Chinchel. Because that's what we've been having. That's what happened. Everyone was vouching for him before he became the president.
Yeah.
But now everyone want him out.
There was someone who was quoted. In fact, he was not quoted. There's a lot of clips. His clip is circulating into a lot of social media platforms. He's an American. I just forgot his name. But he said something like, if a black man is being praised by a white man, there's a red flag there. And I'm just paraphrasing. I'm not quoting directly. But what he simply says is that when a black man is being praised by the white man, we have to up our ears and our eyes, because there's something that is fishy out there.
Yeah, and that thing is not only happening in South Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, even in USA, in fact,
Yeah.
you they have the same problem. Like people are getting arrested for their skins.
Yeah.
Just because of you are black. Even in Italian football world, people are facing racism.
Yeah.
Because of their color.
I saw that one in Spain when they were booing Vinicius. Yeah.
You get me? Just because of his color. So that's not a problem in South Africa only.
Yeah.
So we need to pay more attention on that.
Yeah.
On, like you said, when you are being praised by a white man, it means there's a red flag.
Yeah.
Because I don't think these people, banally, that thing that we have for them. I mean, we are forced to accept them,
Yeah.
ne? But they are not forced to accept us.
Yeah, but I think in terms of us accepting them, I don't think we are forced. I think that's who we are. We don't hold crushes. We are just free people.
We know why.
Well,
You know why I'm
I
saying.
think what we are forced to do is to forgive them without asking for forgiveness.
You know why we are saying why I'm saying we are forced.
Yeah.
Is because of post apartheid.
Yeah.
We were told, okay, this is how now we are going to live.
Without consultation.
Without consultation. Wabo, this is how now we are going to live.
Yeah.
Now we have to accept them. How about Lamageshini?
And they even had this day that was called Dingani, the 16th of December, which is the reconciliation day.
Yeah.
And I'm asking myself why is it called the reconciliation? Because there's never been a process where we reconciled with these people.
That happened. Do you know why again? Why I'm saying we are forced?
Yeah.
These people still don't want us.
Yeah.
There's a section go Richards Bay.
Yeah.
Bichinya Richards Bay. I was told by a friend, Tabiso Marelets.
Yes.
He went to Richards Bay in Bichinya Richards Bay. There's a section Amahuafe. Wabo. It is written. This section Gamma
Whites only.
Whites only. Meaning when you are a black person, you need access.
And what government is what provincial government is governing
I'm
there?
not sure.
And probably you might think it might be DA.
Yeah. Wabo.
Yeah.
Then on the black side, it is not written.
So everyone can have access.
Everyone can have access.
So black, white, Indian,
colors, so everyone can have access.
Yeah.
But Kada, it is written or it is whites only.
But don't you think maybe we people of Richards Bay maybe have led that for far too long? Because I think we have power in terms of even if we can go there in masses, and it's obvious we can't campaign to everyone. But if most of the people are questioning the very same thing, who are black, why don't those who have seen and who are feeling that injustice not gather together and go there at once?
I think they don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
But I was just raising Mahua and blacks, how we are forced to accept them. And but now they're just living their normal life.
Yeah.
In how many circumstances have you seen, let's say in a public place, where you find black people fighting only one white person?
No, we accept them.
Then how many scenarios have you seen or have you witnessed, whether it's in social media or wherever, where one black person is fighting 10 white people?
Yeah, it occurs regularly.
You get me? So that's why I'm saying these people, they are not forced. If Rona, we can do that, we will be called by names, racist, whatever.
Do you think at some point we will retaliate?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so because of the mindset and people that we are.
Yeah.
Wow. I heard Matli speaking about peace, how black people are peaceful and all that, and I agree with him.
Yeah.
Wow. This is what we have been taught. This is what Dr. Nelson Mandela was fighting for from the first place.
Yes.
Let's have peace.
Yeah.
Not retaliate. Let's not fight.
Yeah.
Let's have peace. So this is who we are. Now we have that mindset. That's what we were taught. So I don't think we will ever retaliate.
All right.
I doubt.
So before we close Game Changers, don't mind us. We are outside the Sharpeville Monument Precinct. We are yeah.
Before also we are going to closing. I wanted.
No, I'm not closing. I'm just
okay,
making the remarks that
okay.
people to be aware,
Okay.
not to mind the background noise. But before you close, the last question, and you'll also include whatever that
What
you
I
wanted
wanted to say, yeah.
We are on in the middle where we have to make decision, and we are still sticking with the middle decision. There's a BRIC summit coming to South Africa, and there's also an enforcement from the ICC, since we are the member of the ICC, which is the International Criminal Court, to arrest President Putin. Do you think, number one, President Putin will be in South Africa to create the summit, which will be chaired by the South African chairmanship? And number two, do you think if he arrives, he will be arrested, or he will be led to continue the summit? Or number three, he won't come at all? What do you think? And remember, there are some so-called sanctions that are waiting for us, in terms of there's a trade bill that is called AGOA, which is for African trade to the Europe, to the western side, which is the Americans, and which is led by South Africa. And there's a little bit of a threat there that if we side with BRICS and continue to accept President Putin, there might be that scenario whereby there's a withdrawal of AGOA, and the trade between the African and Americans might be at hold and might cease
because of Putin, obviously.
Yeah.
I heard Silo saying that he won't get arrested.
What is that guy? Is it the Premier of Western Cape from the DA side who said they will arrest Putin when he arrives here? I'm not sure whether, but he's someone from the DA, but I'm not sure if he's a mayor or he's a premier. But I'm thinking he's a mayor of Western Cape.
Because I have two concerns.
Yeah.
Because of the safety of South Africa.
Yeah.
And the relation with Russia.
Yeah.
I hope he comes.
Okay.
And I hope that he doesn't get arrested. I hope. Because for me, BRICS, we need BRICS.
Yeah.
We really need BRICS. And once we don't allow him South Africa, it means it's good. Time no choose either South Africa or Russia.
Yeah.
One has to go. BRICS, and I doubt Russia will go.
Yeah.
Like everyone wants protection of Russia.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be safe. And once Putin out, it means it's war between South Africa and Russia.
Yeah.
You see, it's war between South Africa and guys. Really, can we stand Russia?
I was going to ask that already. Do we have capacity to arrest President Putin?
But before we speak about President Putin, so imagine Putin. Guys.
Bushir.
Then
the ICC also pressed us to arrest al-Bashir, that president of South Sudan. The time President Zuma was still a president, former president.
So imagine, guys, if we fail to arrest such people, Putin, guys.
But man, the whites are afraid that AGOA will be seized, and we'll have a problem in terms of trade relations with the international community.
I think if we have BRICS, I mean China, Russia, Mona, India, I think we have good nations still.
And that is, by the way, China have ceased trading with US in terms of them importing corn from exporting from what is it, US to China. So they now gave us that task as South African, and now we are delivering 90% of that corn to China.
But you get me.
So it means agriculture is growing.
Agriculture is improving, and already it shows China, meaning baboni trade US, they can compromise it. Why they can compromise it. So Lorna, we can compromise. We can compromise US and bricks, guys. I think for me, we can compromise and simple.
So your last thoughts on that you heard that you wanted to talk about?
About the podcast.
I don't know.
What I wanted to talk about. This is what I wanted to talk about. First of all, guys, I'm not a tribalist. I'm not a tribalist. But I want to do this. Okay, fine. I want to do this to the Zulus. Men, entertainment industry. Have you watched Ishaka Ilembe?
I've only seen the clips.
Man.
Yo.
Entertainment industry is owned by Zulus, guys. That series is top notch. Top notch. Those people worked out. That one, Wabana Tsotsi was there. Oscar.
Yes.
If Wabana this one, I can say it deserves. It's only one episode so far, but why I'm saying I'm proud about the Zulus. These people have culture, and they are trying by all means to portray their culture out there. That is the only tribe in South Africa. Ekibonang is portray their tribe out there, their history and everything through telenovelas or through movies. I mean, in Sutus, like we had Bondate, Doctor, we spoke about him. Who were there, but now, how about to be looking super or a TV series? This is a series. They are portraying dead.
But the question would be, do other cultures have enough representatives in terms of decision making? Because also, and I'm taking nothing against whatever that you have said, and Linda, I'm proud of the Zulu people, but also there are claims, and which we cannot ignore as well, from other ethnicities, which are complaining about how the industry they are being bullied, and also inclusive of the Zulu nation being the bully because they are the driving force and they have numbers, especially on the authoritative side of things where decisions are made. So don't you think maybe at some point there might be hiccups, because the only time whereby sometimes we change or we introduce other languages, it's when people are threatening that or they are exposing that this telenovela or this drama series is now 90% Zulu, and they don't want us to express ourselves in our own ethnic languages or our own tribal languages, whereby we are also forced as a Soto person or as a Tswana person or as a Pedi person or as a Venda person to also try to imitate and speak Zulu's language. So I'm just trying to maybe to have a balanced conversation on that.
Before, just feel we
have run out of
we don't have time. and what I'm gonna say is quite long.
Just make it a summary the way you can. Yeah.
Everyone has to go through stages.
Yeah.
Regardless of your tribe.
Yeah.
They had a fair chance like everyone else. They had a fair chance to start productions. Why are we not starting our own productions?
Do you think the deals that they had at the beginning or the post 1994 were the same in terms of tribal presence on the authoritative side? Do you think people who are representing them at this current position, we had the same numbers and we had the same favor in terms of having those deals when the production side of South Africa was starting to emerge? That was multicultural.
That's arguable.
Yeah.
Because we don't know.
Exactly.
We don't know.
So still with I'm also arguing that with this scenario that we are portraying, I'm 100% agreeing with you, but in fact 80% agreeing with you. But in terms of 20%, we can say also it's arguable that we were behind. We never catched up with this tribe of Zulu people.
That's why I'm saying if we are being taught in one class and you catch up and I don't, what problem am I?
The same argument. If you go to a class, you are taught the same thing. You are in the Model C school. I mean, township school.
We are talking about same class.
Yes.
Same class, not different schools or different classes. Same class.
Yeah.
We are being taught by the same person.
Yeah. So are you insinuating that people were taught by the same thing?
No.
They were the same class?
No.
Yeah.
I just want to show you something.
Yes.
Whose problem is it?
If you don't want to catch up,
if I don't catch up, let's say
you don't want or you don't catch up.
I don't catch up.
Then if you don't catch up, is like you don't want or you don't catch up. For me, it's two different things. If you don't catch up, it means there are some scenarios whereby they led you not to catch up. Then if you don't want to catch up, it means it's personal. You don't want to. But if you don't catch up, it could be the various factors.
Close. We don't have time.
Yeah. So for me, it could be various factors. The reason why I'm saying that is because we are in the same class. We are not from the same family. So you might have the issues and that are impeding you not to catch up in the class. But if I don't want to catch up, then it means it is personal. I don't want to do the school work. I don't want to do anything.
You know, when we are together, I cannot take that.
Yeah.
I cannot take that. So yeah.
Yeah. So in closing, what would you like to say to the game changers?
The game changers. Please, guys, keep supporting us. We will try to give the best content. Try to always try to educate you, entertain you at the same time, and yeah.
Please contribute on our social platforms, like on Facebook page. Please comment on our content on the YouTube channel. Please comment on our content. Let's share the wisdom. Let's share our own views on what you think about the topics of today. And yeah, I think, man, we are grateful for your support. We are grateful for sticking behind us. And sometimes when we are about to give up, you guys are motivating us and showing us how much impact we have on you. So keep on doing that, guys. Subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, and all social media platforms is Game Changers Evolution or the GC podcast. I'm your host, Mabim Gereta, probably known as the Prof, and I'm striving to become a remarkable personage. I thank you all.
Tango.
Bye-bye.
The Game Changers podcast.
Are we talking about just South Africans or are we talking about every South African? How do you say South African?
If you don't know this Africans,
South Africa.
I feel frustration now on Facebook post posting the president.
As Africans,
Quiet,
their systems
we're in the
are
big mess.
established.